This was me during my last half marathon in September 2022. While I was only metaphorically dead, the struggle was real. The physical struggle, the mental struggle. That moment was a turning point in my life that was going to progress into something else, something more, that you'll discover during this video. As a junior, like 15-20 years ago, I used to be a performance athlete, running mostly 1000 to 5000 meters. But half marathons are just a different type of competition, and that one race felt like no other. It hit me different. It sounds a bit dramatic, but I almost made one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I almost quit. I almost gave up. Not the race, but something more than that. I actually had ideas in my mind like, why do I want to push my body to the extreme? I want to chill, I want to stay in my comfort zone from now on. After the race, I checked also the Garmin Connect app and I understood that my struggle was real, not only in my mind. I was in the maximum zone, zone 5, all the way throughout the race, and just for a very short while in zone 4 where I stopped for 20-30 seconds to drink some water, because during the race I could not drink from the cups while I was running. I mentally and physically gave everything I had to finish that race, and to my surprise I had an okayish time of 1 hour 31 minutes for the half marathon, despite all the struggle that felt almost unreal. All this got me the next few weeks analyzing and making an introspection on myself, where I am, where I want to go, what I want to do. These were some questions that were recurrent in my mind. I started to put ideas and thoughts on paper and decided that in order to snap out of this bubble and of acceptance of it is what it is, I decided that it is time for a greater challenge to gain back mental stability, be tougher and better overall. This is how I came with my 1 year active challenge. I decided to run 2000 kilometers and run my very first marathon in 2023, and on top of that I decided that I want to have walked and run 2 million steps. Sounds simple, but the process of thinking about the challenge itself and the numbers were not so simple. Let me tell you how I did it. I spent days and days thinking about that half marathon while my body was recovering, but my mind was kind of blocked. Then I had this global thinking of what is important to me now that can be beneficial also over the years. A running challenge was on top of my list after weighing in the pluses and the minuses of different options for the main following reasons. Elevate my mental and physical state. It is a lot to discuss here, and instead I will use a quote that I came across. Running is not just a physical activity, it's a mental therapy session. It's time to clear my head and focus on what I want to accomplish. Unknown source. It is representative to my case and probably to many of us. Better cognitive functions. I actually realized that most of my ideas and most of my decisions I made came into my mind while running. Studies show that running can result in better cognitive functions, things like the ability to learn and adapt to new information or situation, the ability to learn and focus on specific tasks and other similar advantages. And lastly, the one reason, maybe in a way the most important reason, why I wanted to have this challenge is to be a role model to my daughter. My daughter is 5 years old and I wanted to give and to be an example to her. This plan actually really worked because in March of this year, she was going to run 1 kilometer race in The Hague, while I'm going to run a half marathon. The most important part from all of this is that you are the creator of your own challenge. And this is something that you can do right now. It is an activity like running, cycling, setting up a business. It is traveling around the world in 80 days in a hot air balloon. It can be anything. This is the opportunity that we all of us have it right now to draft some ideas and make something greater that we never did before. Choose something that does not break your ethics or principles and that can bring you pleasure in the process and maximum satisfaction at the end. The journey might not be easy or it will not be always fun, but I'm convinced that achieving the goal through hard work, pain, sweat and tears will make me, will make you more accomplished person and a better person. That's it for now. Hope to see you in the next video. Stay safe.